The following is a live presentation of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and or future. Well, we changed the scheduled game today. I don't think we need to have the St. Louis Cardinals on 3 times out of 4 streams, do we? No, they do play the Houston Astros and such, and so you will not see that game today. Instead, you will see the resurgent New York Yankees and California Angels. Hi, my name is Ron Juckett. Welcome to the program for this 10th day of February, 20 the 22nd. And it's a pitcher's duel extraordinaire. Maybe. It's Mike Witt going for the California Angels, and Phil Niekro bets his Social Security and wife's bingo check on the New York Yankees. The Yankees have won 4 straight. Out of the cellar, no more. They are 15-16. Billy Martin, firm control of the team, and the Yankees are starting to win. The Angels are 17-16, and because the American League West is one big old jumble, the entire division is within 2.5 games of each other. The Twins, by the way, have lost 7 straight, and of course the Blue Jays are in town to face them. So the Angels, of course, would win the division 86 and would be right in it to the last weekend of the 85 season, are a pretty good team. Reggie Jackson, of course, is there, and he hates the Yankees almost as much as I do. So that's a scene set for you. The Yankees and the Angels next, as Retro Sports Network presents Major League 85 replay today from Anaheim Stadium in Anaheim, California. It is the California Angels and the New York Yankees. And today's game is brought to you by DigitalDice.com, the best darn podcast on the web for your sports simulation and replay needs. Find us today on Spotify, Spreaker, iTunes, or wherever else fine podcasts are listed. And so it is Mike Witt making his Retro Sports Network debut on the hill for California. 74 degrees. It is absolutely Chamber of Commerce weather on this Friday night. Not a breath of wind, clear skies. You can hear Mickey and Minnie and the fireworks all the way over from Disneyland. Witt is 3-2 on the replay with a 3.71 ERA. He is 25 years old. Fastball pitcher at 92, and a ground ball pitcher. Remember, on the last day of the 84 season, Witt threw a perfect game. His last start was not a perfect game against the Milwaukee Brewers on May 11th. And an 8-4 loss, he went 4 1/3 innings, threw 137 pitches. My goodness. 6 hits, 7 runs, 5 earned. He walked 6 and struck out 5. The start before against the Brewers, he threw a 5-hit shutout, striking out 6. So overall, Witt at 51 innings, 53 hits, 27 runs, 21 earned. He's allowed 4 homers, walked 22, and struck out 35. He could go 130 pitches today. The Yankees will send up this lineup against the right-hander. Willie Randolph leads off at second base. Ken Griffey in left will bat second. Don Mattingly at first will bat third. Dave Winfield in right cleans up. Don Baylor, the DH, goes fifth. Butch Weiniger behind the plate will bat sixth. Mike Pagliarulo at third will go seventh. When do they get Ricky Henderson, for goodness sakes? Omar Moreno in center field bats eighth. And Bobby Meacham at short will go ninth. Defensively for the Angels, Juan Beniquez is a 3 and a 9 in left. Gary Pettis is a 9 and a 9 in center. Reggie Jackson is a 2 and an 8 in right. Bobby Grich is a 6 at third. Dick Schofield is a 7 at short. Rob Wilfong is an 8 at second. Rod Carew is embarrassed at first. Well, we'll get to that in a minute. Bob Booten is a 6 and an 8 behind the plate. And Witt is a 7 on the mound with a .961 fielding percentage. Randolph at .314, a homer, and 10 RBI. And so with all that, Witt winds and deals, and there's a ground ball base hit. Jackson throws it back in. Carew, by the way, is a 4 at first. Ken Griffey at 272, 2 homers and 17 RBI. Randolph goes. The throw from Boone to Schofield. They got him. So a 2-off fastball swung on and missed. And it's a caught stealing 2-6. So 1 out. And a 2-1 count to Griffey. Pitch from Witt. Fly ball, left center field. Beniquez going way back there. That ball is gone. And so the Yankees cost themselves a run on the caught stealing, but Griffey hits the homer, and it's 1-0 New York, his third of the year. So not the start that Mike Witt wanted. And Griffey boomed that one into the football bleachers. You know, at least when they redid Candlestick for the 49ers for the 71 season, it looked okay. This place for the Rams never looked okay. How you doing, midlife crisis? Mattingly at 289, 4 homers and 26 RBI. Got him. A 1-2 fastball swung on and missed. 1 out, or 2 out for Winfield. Dave at 344, 6 homers and 21 RBI. Witt deals. Struck him out. So after the home run, a half-hearted swing and a miss and 2 strikeouts for Witt. 1 run on the solo shot from Griffey. 2 hits and no errors. The caught stealing by Randolph looms large. Half an inning in the books. 1-0 Yankees. And so here is the ageless, timeless Phil Niekro. Phil, if the Yankees are to win the American League East, need to have him pitch considerably better. This is his 8th start. Niekro is 46. He looks about 56 in that picture. He's a knuckler, and when he throws the fastball, it's at 86, and is a fly ball pitcher, which for a righty, it's probably not the best thing in the world at Yankee Stadium. His last start was against the Royals on the 12th, which he took the loss. 7 2/3 innings, 131 hits. Ooh, oh, this is ugly. 7 hits, 8 runs, all earned, 2 homers. He walked 7 and struck out 6. So let's just say that the knuckleball for the Yankees does not have a good beat. You cannot dance to it. 47 1/3 frames for Phil Niekro. 56 hits allowed. 31 runs, all earned. He gave up 6 homers so far. Has walked 25 and struck out 30. He did have back-to-back wins. He beat Cleveland on April 20th and the Red Sox at the stadium on April 25th. The lineup he will face: Gary Pettis leads off in center field. Rod Carew is at first. He'll bat second. Brian Downing, the DH, will go third. Reggie Jackson in right cleans up. Bobby Grich is at third. He'll bat fifth. Rob Wilfog is at second. He'll go sixth. Juan Beniquez in left will bat seventh. Dick Schofield at short bats eighth. And Bob Boone behind the plate bats ninth. Witt threw 19 pitches in the first. Defensively for the Yankees, Griffey Sr. is a 7-7 in left. When do they get Ricky back? Todd B., we missed you. How you doing? Doing well, thanks. Omar Moreno is a 6-3 in center. Dave Winfield is an 8-8 in right. Mike Pagliarulo a 5 at third. Bobby Meacham a 5 at short. Willie Randolph is a 7 at second. Don Mattingly, I believe it says a 7 at first. Working and thawing out. 39 here in Burlington today. Butch Weininger is an 8-5 behind the plate. And Niekro is a 3 on the mound with a 1,000 fielding percentage. Infield playing back. Pettis at 240. No homers. 8 RBI. He squares. Foul. So the count is 0-2. Mattingly, by the way, is a 7 at first. So the 0-2 to Pettis. Niekro lost him. Are you kidding me? Wow. So 0-2 when you lost him on 4 straight. Here's Carew, right at 263. 6 RBI. At some point this year, Carew will get to 3,000 hits, right? Did it in 85. Throw to first, Pettis back. Now Pettis is going to steal. Weiniger throws to Meacham, and Gary has his 18th. So the Angels have a runner in scoring position and a 1-strike count to Carew. Niekro deals. Fly ball popped up on the grass. Meacham goes into foul territory and makes a great catch. He ran a long way for that one. Yeah, Brad was talking about this the other day, Todd. The last pitcher was Niekro to win 20 and lose 20 in the same season. Just because you'll never have a starter throw 40 times in a season again. 79 Braves. Here's Brian Downing. Downing at 248, 4 homers and 21 RBI. Pitch to Downing. Into center field. The crowd likes it. Moreno going back. That's going to be over his head. That's off the wall. Pettis will score with ease. Downing will hold at second with his 3rd double of the year. So 1-1 to score. And that'll bring up Reggie Jackson. Of course he's wearing shades in a picture of him that looks like it's at night. Reggie at 301. 7 homers and 21 RBI. How you doing, Tim? So the Angels have tied this pretty fast. Pitch to Reggie. Into right, Winfield will trot into foul territory and not make the catch. So the count 2-2. Somebody from Rancho Cucamonga made that play. So 2-2 the count. Speaking of Downing, and Todd's best of replay, 30 games in, he's still hitting near 400. What year Angels are you using? Doing better than Dave Tippett. That's good. Pitch to Reggie. Struck him out. He swung on and missed a change on a 2-2 count. 2 out for Bobby Grich. 261, 2 homers and 13 RBI. 79 Angels. Oh, yeah, the Oilers coach who got canned. I'm surprised that Marty St. Louis got the job in Montreal. But as I was told a couple times this morning, that the new GM Hughes and Marty St. Louis have kids, 13-year-old kids who play together in midgets or whatever that level is. So he can't be any worse than what was there for Montreal. Pitch to Grich. Gets away from Weiniger, and Downing goes to third. On the wild pitch. So 2-1 to count to Bobby. Grich walked. So runners on first and third. 2 out for Rob Wilfong at 176, 2 homers and 8 RBI. When you get beat by the Devils 7-1 like Montreal did the other night, you got a lot of problems. Runners on first and third. Wilfong strikes out. He swung on and missed the 0-2 knuckler, and that will retire the side. The Angels get a run on a hit. No errors. They leave 2 on. After 1-1-1. So 30 pitches for Niekro. It'll be Baylor, Weiniger, and Pagliarulo. Got a roll of stamps and mailed it in. Yep, exactly. I like that. Baylor at 263. The former Angel has 4 homers and 19 RBI. Witt starts the second with a line drive to Schofield, 1 out. Brings up Weiniger. Butch's number's not going into Monument Hall. 165, no homers, and 4 RBI. So spring training will officially be delayed. You know, I really am mostly indifferent to commissioners, but I really don't like Manfred. Pitch to Weiniger, walked him. So Butch full count, high and it tight. Fastball for Pagliarulo. Mike at 226, a homer and 6 RBI. 1-1 to score. Top the second. Pitch to Pags. Struck him out. He swung on and missed a 91-mile-an-hour fastball on a full count. 2 out for Omar Moreno. At 120, ooh, that's about all the good you can say. His OPS is 240. That may have been one of the worst OPSs I've ever heard of. Ground ball to third. Gritch over to Wilfong, and that will retire the side. How you doing, Forrest? Yankees, no runs, no hits, no errors, and do leave a runner on. After 1.5, 1-1. It'll be Beniquez, Schofield, and Boone. 1 at 329, 2 homers, and 9 RBI. You see, I think Bettman's done a good job. Goodell, I don't think he's done a bad job. I think he enjoys playing the villain. But it's time for Manfred to get booed. I mean, Goodell is not someone I'd want to have a beer with. But the NFL prints money, and he's done a heck of a job doing it. Beniquez strikes out. 0-2 Knuckler. I'll bring up Schofield, 182, a homer, and 13 RBI. 1-1, bottom 2. Got him. That's 4. So Nuxie doing it. In there at the knees on an 0-2. I'll bring up Bob Boone. Bob at 260, 2 homers, and 7 RBI. There's a ground ball up the middle. Meacham by the bag at second. Over to Mattingly, and the Angels go in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the third, 1-1. Yeah, I think Gary has done a good job with the NHL. Lockouts notwithstanding. They got an awful lot of money this time around from ESPN and Turner. And I think the NBC deal really put hockey on the map again. Turner will treat it well. We'll see about ESPN and ABC. Bob Beecham at 210, a triple and 6 RBI. Bettman, of course. Yep, the best commissioners are the one you never hear about. Bettman, of course, was a lawyer for the NBA when he was hired. Bettman's been there, what, 30 some odd, about 30 years, right? Pitch to Meacham. Bob swings into center field. Pettis just waits for that one to come down. 1 out. Randolph singled his first time up. Witt's opening 9, 43 pitches, 2 1/3, 2 hits, a homer, a walk, and 3 strikeouts. You can say a lot about Bud Selig. Most of it probably not very nice, but you can't say he didn't care about the game. I don't get the sense from Manfred that he's a baseball fan. Goodell is just a lawyer. Who do you consider the best commissioners of all time in any sport? Oh, I think you got to give David Stern a lot of credit for the NBA. I think Adam Silver does a good job in the NBA. Rozelle, Pete Rozelle, I think was an absolute genius in the NFL. Can't really say that there's been a baseball commissioner that I would have thought was great. Randolph singled his first time up. Ground ball to Carew. Rod will pick it up and take it to the bag. John Goodell agrees with me on Rozelle. I would have to say if you had to go with one, it would be Rozelle. Ken Griffey hit that home run in the left center in the first for the Yankees' only run. Into right center, Pettis will make the catch, and that will retire the side. Yanks go in order, no runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the third, 1-1. It is a thankless job, Forrest. I don't want to say the NFL was nothing when Rozelle took over for Burt Bell, but the sport is not the juggernaut that it is without Rozelle getting the owners in 1963 to all take equal television money from CBS. And so the Green Bays of the world got as much money from television as the Giants and the Rams and all that. And football was just made for television. Absolutely made for television. We've talked about this before. Baseball is a radio sport. Gary Pettis walked and stole a base his first time up and scored. Negro his opening 9 on 43 pitches. 2 innings, a hit. He has walked 2 and struck out 4. Pettis will swing, infield playing for the bunt. Popped up, Pagliarulo goes by the dugout, and that will bounce off, and the count is 1-2. I have a face for radio too, Todd B. I was going to say, if Bell had not died in 1959, who knows? Well, the overtime game Christmas weekend between the Colts and the Giants certainly put it on there. And, of course, the Giants had a lot of good-looking guys that were good for Madison Avenue. Frank Gifford, Charlie Connerly, Pat Summerall, pitched to Pettis. Walked him. So Negro had him again at 2 strikes and couldn't shut the door. Now bring up Carew. Rod is 0 for 1. But I think just that one act for Rozelle of saying we're all going to share equally on the TV package made the difference. You can't even say that it's the same for baseball now, 60 years later. Yes, they all get the same national TV money from Turner and ESPN and Fox, but the local TV deals are so lopsided. Pettis is back. And now we'll hit and run. Runner goes. Carew swings. Ground ball to third. Pagliarulo only has a play at first. And Gary goes to second. Brian Downing doubled home Pettis in the first to tie the game. I mean, David Stern had the good fortune of coming in at the height of Bird Magic, and of course inherited Michael Jordan. But if you look at where the NBA was in the early 80s, my goodness, they were still showing finals games on tape delay so that Dallas wouldn't get interrupted. The NBA has $2 billion deals with ESPN and Turner. D. Scott Howard hates David Stern, and I'm sure because of Seattle. I mean, Stern is a villain for a lot of different things, but the job that he did with basketball, yep, no, I get it. I absolutely get it. 1 out. Pitch to Downing. Ball 4. Here's Reggie. He struck out his first time up. But I don't see anyone else making an argument here for anybody besides Rozelle as the best ever sports commissioner. Pitch to Reggie. Got him. So he swung on and missed. That'll bring up Gritch with 2 out. Bobby walked his first time up. Al Davis with the AFL. Yep. He beat the NFL into an agreement. Of course, Joe Foss, who had them shoot down 26 Japanese planes to get the job. That's true. Joe Foss was a pilot during World War II. Davis was a rebel all the way, though. I'm not sure that he browbeat them into the merger, and you could tell that Rozelle and Davis just never liked each other. Yeah, Tommy remembers a tape delay of the Phoenix Suns in the finals one year. Angels going to try a double steal. Weiniger throws to third. Pettis has that one stolen. No, they got him. Oh, you know what? He came off the bag. He came off the bag and they got him. The Angels run themselves out. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the fourth. 1-1. Yeah, the merger, of course. Super Bowl and the pop culture event, if it is. He loved balloons and up with people. We'll try to forgive Roselle for that. Mattingly is 0 for 1. Cards and letters on me getting caught on a double steal. But Pettis had 84% chance of doing that. 76 Tribe fan says Game 5 of that series between the Suns and the Celtics, which was on tape delay, triple overtime, was seen live in Boston, however. Up with people, giving us a reason as small children to ignore the halftime show. Pitch to Mattingly. There's a drive down the line and left. That's extra bases. Beniquez goes to pick it up. Mattingly will try for 2. Grit should have had that one. He did not. And Don has his 10th double of the year. I was 4. Dave Winfield struck out his first time up. Mattingly is not going to steal. You will love the stupid half-time show this year. Dr. Dre, Eminem, Mary J. Blige. Pitch to Winfield. There's a fly ball, right center field. Back goes Reggie, and that ball is gone. So Winfield, Mr. May, hits a 2-run homer, and the Yankees lead it 3-1. Winfield's 7th of the year. D. Scott Howard was finishing college in 1976. Yeah, but do you remember it? All Reggie could do was turn and watch it go. And Winfield, with a small smile on his face, getting a chance to outdo Reggie. I didn't realize I was older than you, Tim. One of the funniest bits of Super Bowl trivia, John Goodell says, is that Super Bowl I, CBS and NBC did the game, and one didn't come back from the halftime break soon enough, so they redid the kickoff. Yeah, Lombardi went out a happy camper, and it was not Lombardi's network. Bowie Kuhn was one of the worst for baseball. I would agree with that. Faye Vincent had to be with the good ones. The owners hated him. Yep. Every Super Bowl halftime show recently has me clicking over the Puppy Bowl. I remember one year they did an impromptu episode of In Living Color. I remember watching that. Tribe fan has watched Game 5 of the 76 NBA Finals in its entirety. It's up on YouTube. Baylor is 0 for 1. 3-1 Yankees here in the fourth. Got him! A 1-2 fastball. Strike 3 called. 1 out for Weiniger, who walked his first time up. Ball 4. So Mike Witt is pitching like Jekyll and Hyde out there. You don't know what you're going to get, and each at bat. Here's Pagliarulo. He struck out his first time up. And he'll strike out again. That's 5 for Witt. He swings and misses on the fastball. Wardrobe malfunctions. You can't tell me that was an accident. Why else would you wear a sun ornament on your baby sucker? One pregame show had an NFL talent show. Oh, God. Reggie White did stand-up comedy and was beyond brutal. I bet it was. Oh. Weiniger on first. They invited George Hendrick, but he was too lazy to show up. Moreno's 0 for 1. Weiniger will lead, and that's a strikeout. So he swings and misses on the 0-2 fastball, but the Yankees get 2 on the Winfield home run. Bottom of the 4th, 3-1 Yankees. And so here are the standings going into this Friday. The Dodgers have won 5 straight. They've overtaken the Astros by half a game. In the East, St. Louis 22-10, 2.5 over the Cubs. The Mets are coming. The Phillies have won 2 straight. In the American League West, well, look, Minnesota's lost 7 straight. How you doing, DJ John? But they're only 2.5 games out. Tells you everything you need to know about that division and less. California is tied for 3rd, a half game back. In the East, the Yankees have won 6 of 10 in 4 straight, which is why we did the audible. Toronto, 2-game lead over Boston. And the Cleveland Indians, well, don't cry because you didn't win. Smile because it happened. How bad was Milwaukee in 85? Wow, 9.5 out. So Gritch, Wilfong, and Beniquez. Bobby walked his first time up. Necro starts the 4th. Ground ball to short. Meacham over to first. 1 out. Well, the Indians did swoon before June. Here's Rob Wilfong. He struck out his first time up. Got him. So that's 6 for Nuxie. The knuckler was swung on and missed. It's dancing okay. Beniquez struck out his first time up. Yankees trying to get to 500. This is game 32 for them. The Angels, this is game 34. Todd B. is not bitter in any way, shape, or form. Indians swooned before June, but hey, let's put them on the cover of Sports Illustrated soon. In the right center field, Moreno rides the Schwinn, comes in, makes the catch, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the 5th, 3-1 Yankees. Bobby Meacham, and then Randolph and Griffey. Bobby's 0 for 1. In the left field, Beniquez will make the catch. 1 out. Here's Randolph. Willie 1 for 2. Didn't they pick the Indians, Sports Illustrated, to win it all in 87 or 88? I remember one of those covers with the Indians on there. And much like my non-existent dates in high school, they just didn't deliver. '87, the Tribe fan says, Joe Carter and Corey Snyder. Randolph 1 for 2. He drops one down. Boone throws to first, and Willie's retired. So 19 batters deep for Witt, 84 pitches, 4 2/3 innings, 4 hits, the 2 homers. Griffey and Winfield. He has walked 2 and struck out 6. Griffey hit that homer in the first. All 3 of the Yankee runs have come via the long ball. Ground ball to third. Griffey's running, and he is out. They got him on a bang-banger. Halfway home on a Thursday afternoon. The Yankees 3, the Angels 1. If you joined us late, here's how we got here. Ken Griffey, a solo shot in the third to make a 1-0 Yankees, or his third in the first. In the bottom of the inning, Brian Downing doubled home Gary Pettis to tie the game at 1. And in the fourth, Dave Winfield, a two-run shot to make it 3-1, his 7th of the year. So Niekro, a one-hitter through 4, just a home run, has walked 4 and struck out 6. Mike Witt, 5 innings, 4 hits. He's walked 2 and struck out 6. Schofield struck out his first time up. He is 0 for 1. Carter was a lone bright spot during those years, yep. You know, the thing with Sports Illustrated, and I'm actually part of this story in a very indirect way. Pitch to Schofield. Struck him out. That's 7. I'll bring up Boone, who's 0 for 1. When I started at Fansided, they were owned by Sports Illustrated. So they had all these feeder blogs that if they had just taken the time to train us in how to write, they could have had a bevy of cheap talent. We fed the website. We actually fed the Fox Sports site for a while, too, with articles. But because revenues were down across the board, they sold Fansided to Meredith, who absolutely had no idea what to do with it, and they turned right back around, and it was for sale when I left. And that was a couple years ago. But, you know, I think one of the smart things, pitch to Boone, ground ball to Randolph, he goes to Mattingly. You know, you had a minor league system. I'm not saying that I should have been a writer in Sports Illustrated or anything like that. God knows that. But you had a feeder system of people who were eager to write, and some of them were quite good. You could have made it, you know, a lot better. Here's Gary Pettis. Gary's walked twice. He has scored solo base. Niekro is opening 18, 4 2/3, 78 pitches, a hit, a walk, 4 walks, and 7 strikeouts. Gary's going to swing this time, and he sends this one into right center. Moreno coming in for the out. And that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the 6th, 3-1 New York. So Mattingly, Winfield, and Baylor. Mattingly 1 for 2. Has singled, or doubled, scored, and struck out. Yeah, their vault's pretty good. The baseball game on Delphi, you can download the Franchise All-Stars for that game, rules, charts, etc. for free. Oh, wow. It's the one that Dave Gardner tried out and didn't really like. That's the Dombrov game, isn't it? Pitch to Mattingly. Struck him out. So Witt is fan 7, a 1-2 curve on the inside corner. And that brings up Winfield. He homered to deep right his last time up. 1 for 2. He's also struck out. Yeah, with a funky dice. I remember reading about that game. Line drive left field. That'll drop in front of Beniquez. And Winfield's on with a single. That is the 5th hit for the Yankees. Niekro has held the Angels to 1 hit through 5. Oh, Mondays used to be... see, we got my... Yep, waiting for the mailbox for SI and the Sporting News. Thursdays. When I was in high school, it was Thursdays. And it was so cool because the Sporting News still had the Sunday box scores. I had file cabinets full of Sporting Newses. You'd think I'd be working in sports somewhere. Loved it. My mother, yep, Baseball Digest. Got that for a few years for Christmas as well. Baylor is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. That's a classic game that some is trying. Yes. Yeah, the Franchise All-Star teams, I believe, are newer than the last couple years. Winfield goes. Baylor, that's a hit and run. That's into left field. Beniquez will pick it up. Winfield will... What will he do? He will try for third. Beniquez with a throw, and he is safe. So runners on the corners for Weiniger, who's walked twice. Street and Smith, I would get those every year, sure. Baseball America, never got into that, Jamie, but you do a lot with the minor league stuff. Runners on the corners, Boone and Witt. Converge. Mike from the stretch. In the right center, Pettis will grab that. Winfield will go back and tag. Pettis has a good arm, but Winfield has good legs. And like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. 4-1 Yankees. It's Pagliarulo now. Pags 0 for 2. He has struck out twice. So the runner is Baylor on first. Witt deals. Pagliarulo into right. Jackson makes the out. That will retire the side. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors for the Yankees. They've left on 3 overall. Bottom 6, 4-1 New York. So Carew, Downing, and Jackson. Mr. Gardner rooting for the Halos. Although he was wearing a Yankees hat last night. I unsubbed. 4-1 Bombers in the bottom of the 6th. Negro looking for his 3rd win of the year. Carew swings a ground ball to short. Meacham over the first, 1 out. Oh my goodness. My worst offense in your drinking days, Mr. Howard says, and there were a few, was puking on a buddy's brand new Sporting News after a serious night of beer and whiskey. He said, I don't think I'd have forgiven you either. You really couldn't find those on the newsstand either. Downing doubled home Pettis in the first. Dave Gardner showing off those beautiful boxes that he got. The baseball stadium and the hockey boards. Those are gorgeous. Downing draws a walk, so Negro has walked 5. Here's Reggie. Reggie is struck out twice. The lone angel hit came in the first. And he's on first base. Jackson strikes out. Reggie looked at a 1-2 curve on the inside corner. Reggie Miller's brother's on California. Dyer wasn't Reggie's brother, was he? Put the baseball mags outside of a Playboy mag while pursuing the newsstand as a kid. Or so I heard the kids doing that. Yeah, so you heard. Here's Gritch. He's walked. He's 0 for 1. 2 out. Runner on first. 4-1 Yankees. Downing goes. Gritch swings into left field. Griffey in the corner. Makes the catch, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits. They leave a runner on. We go to the 7th. 4-1 New York. So Witt, man, 6 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs. Struck out 7. Darryl? Yes, I would definitely say that's Reggie's. Although he's 27 here. Could be. His other brother. You know, Reggie, of course, is a Hall of Famer, but is not the most talented basketball player in his family. That was Cheryl by a mile. Omar Moreno 0 for 2 in the strikeout. Witt starts the 7th. The fly ball to right. Reggie in the corner. Jackson's there, 1 out. Brings up Bobby Meacham, who's 0 for 2. Yeah, Cheryl, of course. Those are some pretty talented genes if you can produce 3 major league level athletes. Witt's pitch. Slow ground ball to Carew. He's going to have to hurry with it because Meacham can run. Underhands it to Witt, and that's 2 out. Brings up Willie Randolph. Witt, 27 batters, 117 pitches. 6 2/3, 6 hits. All the 4 runs are earned. The 2 homers. He's walked 2 and struck out 7. Ground ball to first. Carew to the bag, and that will retire the side. Stretch time, 4-1 New York. Well, the tentative game tomorrow is Toronto and Minnesota. Blue Jays in first. The Twins have fallen off the log. They've lost 7 straight. Wilfong, Beniquez, and Schofield here against Necro, who has found the fountain of youth here tonight. Wilfong has struck out twice. Oh, Todd. Channeling your inner baseball demos. They had a younger, thinner brother. Miller Lite. Thanks, Todd. You get the George Hendrick Award. Pitch to Wilfong. Rob draws a walk. So Necro has walked 6. Brings up Juan Beniquez, who can bunt. He's also hitting .321. He will square. Wilfong leads off at first. Weiniger has it. Throws to Randolph, and that's a good sacrifice. So Wilfong on second for Schofield, who has struck out twice. Pitch from Necro. Got him again. Takes the collar, and that's 9 for Necro as Schofield chased a knuckler out of the zone. So 2 out for Bob Boone, who's 0 for 2. I'm assuming that would be a season high for Necro. Yes. He struck out 6 against the Royals and the Red Sox. So 9 certainly is a season high. Pitch to Boone. There's a base hit in the right center field. Wilfong will round third and score. Boone's in with the 6th double of the year, and it's 4-2. It took the Angels 7 innings to get 2 hits, but they made it count. Here's Pettis. Necro through 27 batters, 119 pitches, 6 2/3 innings, 2 hits. He has walked 6 and struck out 9. Pettis is 0 for 1. He has scored, stolen the base, and walked twice. 4-2 Yankees here in the bottom of the 7th. Pitch to Pettis. Gary slaps out one to Randolph. Willie over to first, and that will retire the side. 1 run, 1 hit, and no errors. The Angels have doubled their production after 7, 4-2 New York. So Witt will get a base runner here. If the Yankees win, are they going to Disneyland? Yes. Yes, they are. Some people will go into Cinderella's castle. Billy Martin will go fight with a urinal. Griffey hit a home run in the first to left center. He is 1 for 3. That was his 3rd of the year. Up the middle, and that will drop in front of Pettis. And so, why in the world did Billy Martin not start Ricky Henderson? Ricky is the pinch hitter. Battingly at the plate. And that'll do it for Witt. Stu Clyburn. Oh, that was a good one, Ron. Comes in to pitch. He's making his 8th appearance of the year. 29 years old. Fastball pitcher, 86, and a ground ball pitcher. Been with the Halos about 3 weeks. Last pitched against the Blue Jays on the 14th. and a 5-1 loss. He has no record in an ERA of 180. 2 1/3 that day against the Jays. 47 pitches, 3 hits, a run. It was earned. He walked 3 and struck out 1. How long was Henderson? Henderson was in New York for about, what, 3 seasons? Throw to first, and Ricky just kind of laughs. There goes Ricky, the throw down to Schofield. No, that's 10. So Henderson has a stolen base. Clyburn, a good pitcher, pitches to Mattingly. And he tried to bunt. And it's a 1-1. So Carew and Gritch come in. Henderson goes to third. How about that? Throw to Gritch. They did not get him. And so all that to distract me. Ricky spoke more about himself than Kanye West. So 2-1 to count to Mattingly. Henderson dances off third, will score because Mattingly has singled. And it's 5-2 New York. Brings up Winfield, homered over Reggie Jackson's head. 89. It was that late, huh? So Anderson was in New York from 85 to 80 with the Yankees from 85 to 89 and was traded for Oakland in time for them to win the World Series. Heard a story, John Goodell tells us, heard a story that Ricky Henderson saw John Olerud at an All-Star game and mentioned he had a teammate at Toronto that wore a helmet in the field. Olerud says, yes, I know. It was me. Ricky being Ricky. Winfield's 2 for 3. That's in the right field. Jackson, that should stay in the yard. Reggie makes the catch and Mattingly goes back to first. Ricky, I think, ended up playing for mostly everybody at the end. Here's Baylor, done 1 for 3. He has singled and struck out. 5-2 New York. 1 out, top of the 8th. There's a base hit in the left field. Benitez will pick it up. Mattingly will hold because Benitez does have a good arm. So 1 out for Weiniger. Butch has walked twice and driven in a run. Oh, Ricky, you have some splaining to do. So first and second. 1 out for Weiniger. Line drive to right. Jackson is there, and Baylor goes back. Padres, Mariners, Mets. He played for the Red Sox for a while. He did like 3 stints in Oakland. It's like playing the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. Pagliarulo, by the way, 0 for 3. He has struck out twice. Runners on first and second. And Clyburn walked him. There's Moreno, 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Bases loaded, 2 out, 5-2 New York. Boone goes out to talk to Clyburn. From the stretch. Left field, Benitez, I think he's going to run out of green. And he will. Someone in the Mickey Mouse watch, where the Mickey Mouse watch made that catch. The count is 0-2. Clyburn 1 pitch away from getting out of this. Yeah, things you would never see or hear in a Grand Theft Auto or a Fortnite stream. Moreno gets away from Boone, and everybody moves up 90. That is a wild pitch. It hit the dirt and skipped over Boone. So it's 6-2 New York, a 1-2 count, 2 out here in the 8th. Moreno struck him out, so all that, and the Yankees put 2 more on the board. 3 hits and no errors. I told you they were a team on the rise. Bottom 8, 6-2. So Negro to face Carew, Dowling, and Jackson here in the 8th. Rod is 0 for 3. Carew slaps that one down the right field line, but Winfield corralled it, and Carew will hold with a single. And that'll do it for Nuxie. A 3-hitter. He's responsible for Carew. Rich Bordy coming in for New York. His 9th appearance of the year. 26. Yeah. Bordy's 26. Fastball pitcher, 89, and ground ball plus pitcher. I just said that he bet his Social Security and wife's bingo check. I didn't say he lost it. I just said he bet it. Bordy last pitch against the White Sox on April 27th and took the loss. 2/3 of an inning, 20 pitches, 3 hits, 2 runs, a walk and a strikeout. Overall, 1-1 with an ERA of 5.91. 10 2/3, 19 hits, 8 runs, 7 earned, no homers. He's walked 5 and struck out 9. So Carew on first. Negro is perhaps the most underrated all-time great pitcher. He pitched on a lot of bad clubs. Downing has a single, and now he draws a walk. So the Angels, now here comes Reggie Jackson, who's 0 for 3. He has struck out 3 times. But Mr. Too Cool for School can make this a 1-run game in an awful big hurry. No, that's true. Not his fault they couldn't hit or field. Pitch to Reggie. There's a base hit in the right center field. Carew will do what? Will round third and score. Downing goes into third. Jackson's got a single at 6-3. By the way, Ricky stays in the game in left field and he's a 5. I can't believe that the move shouldn't have been from Moreno, but what the hey. I'm not running the Yankees. Grich is 0 for 2. He's walked. So he is now the tying run. Downing and Jackson on. Grich, a ground ball to Randolph. This should be 2. Randolph with a diving stop. Downing will score. Meacham for 1. The throw to first is, well, you gonna tell me? Not in time. So it's 6-4. And Grich is on the fielder's choice. Indians had both Negro and Carlton Wilpass surprised they didn't ask Feller to unretire. That would have sold some tickets. Here's Rob Wilfong. 1 out here in the 8th. And who can hit a righty? Well, you asked for him, and so you're going to get him. Reggie Miller's older brother, Darryl. 417, a homer, and 3 RBI. Runner on first is Grich. And Miller strikes out. He got him on a 1-2 belt. And so in this case, Miller wasn't a genuine draft. Brings up Juan Beniquez, who's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. 6-4 Yankees. Angels have 2 across here in the 8th. Rich leads. Beniquez strikes out. Bordy got him. So a 2-2 fastball on the outside corner. Oh, you groaned for that. You people. I'm telling you. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors. We go to the 9th. 6-4 New York. Yeah, a lot of older pitchers in the middle of the 80s. Tommy John, the Angels, Nolan Ryan. Donnie Moore will get the 9th. Bobby Grich moves to second where he's an 8. And Darryl Miller will play third. When did did Gaylord retire? That tripped off the auto mod, by the way. Miller is a 1 at third. Bobby Meacham's 0 for 3. 6-4 New York as we start the ninth. Meacham up the middle past Rich, and that's a base hit. Yes, what his mouth was too dry to work up some spittle, I imagine. That's why he would chew Freedent. Didn't stick to his dentures either. 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors for the Yankees. They've left on 5. 4 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Angels, and they've left on 6. 83, that sounds about right. I'd forgotten it was Gardner that showed me that Gaylord Perry pitched for the Yankees. I'd completely forgotten about that. Oh! It's grocery day, too. Moore making his 14th appearance of the year. 31 years old. A fastball pitcher, 88, and a ground ball pitcher. Oh, yeah, Joe Negro pitching for the Astros still. Moore has won all 4 of his decisions and saved 7 games. His last appearance was on the 12th. A 2-inning save against Milwaukee. 2 innings, 21 pitches, and a strikeout. So overall, 23 innings, 23 hits, 8 runs all earned, 5 homers. He walked 6 and struck out 14. Randolph is 1 for 4. Tom Seaver pitched into his 40s. Meacham has good speed. Randolph swings. That's into left field for a base hit. Benitez will pick it up. Meacham will hold at second. So 2 on, nobody out for Ricky Henderson, who's hitting .254, 3 home runs. Well, Jamie Moyer, I think, pitched into his 50s, right? Wasn't he 49? Henderson, .254, 3 homers and 15 RBI. And the Yankees is trying to put this one away. He has his 10th and 11th steals of the year. And this one, he struck out. Donnie Moore got him on a 2-2 fastball on the inside corner. I thought it was 49. Could have been 48. Julio Franco is still playing somewhere. So is Manny Ramirez. Don Mattingly is 2 for 4. Single, a double, an RBI. Has scored twice and struck out twice. First and second, 1 out. Schofield, Boone, and Pettis in the bottom of the 9th. Franco was 41 and 85. Mattingly. Into left field, Benitez comes in. Meacham will hold. And there's 2 out. Dave Winfield, 2 for 4. He singled, homered to right. Such a shame about Jeremy Giambi. Whatever his internal demons were, they were too much. I can't imagine doing that, period, but let alone doing it at your parents' house. Pitch to Winfield. There's a ground ball to first. Carew will have it, and the Yankees will leave 2 on. So, we go to the bottom of the 9th. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. Dave Righetti coming in for New York to close the door. It's the Yankees 6, the Angels 4. So Righetti has converted. Yeah, poor family for sure. Oh, Todd. Franco joined the American League. Henceforth, he's known as Franco-American. You cut up your Dodger dogs into that. Goes great with those SpaghettiOs. Righetti making his 12th appearance on the year. He pitched last night against the Rangers. How you doing, Matt? Yeah, Gerald Williams passed away from cancer. I always loved it when the Red Sox and the Rays got into fights. It showed that Tampa Bay cared. Righetti last night faced 1 batter on 3 pitches and got a save in a 3-1 win. So overall, 17 innings, 18 hits, 15 runs, 13 earned. He has walked 11, struck out 17, 2-2 with 5 saves and an ERA of 6.88. Mostly those come from 2 games in late April, where he gave up 4 earned runs to the White Sox, followed by 6 to the Rangers. Schofield, Boone, and Pettis. Schofield's 0 for 3. Going to be 0 for 4, maybe. Pagliarulo is late picking it up, and he picks it up and drops it. So Schofield will reach on the air. There's Bob Boone. Bob is 1 for 3, a double. Yeah, the Giambi thing came late yesterday afternoon. I'd seen Gerald Williams since the last time we were together at lunch. Throw to first. Schofield is back. Well, they're playing for the bunt, but we can hit and run. And we do. Ground ball to Mattingly. Schofield goes to second. Mattingly to the bag, 1 out. So now Schofield is in scoring position for Pettis, who is 0 for 2. He has walked twice, stole a base, and scored the Angels' first run in the first. Pitch to Gary. Oh, crapola. Schofield's trying for third, and he has it! In one of the great managerial blunders of my entire time, I forgot to move the mouse over. And so Schofield, who had an 18% chance to steal third, was told to go to third on a hit and run, and Pettis didn't swing. Elvis, the one I have of Ebbets is that drawing from the High Heat baseball game. There aren't a lot of good pictures of Ebbets. Not in for Action PC. Well, gambler Ron Juckett, that's for sure. Boy, no one to hold him and no one to fold him. Not me. 2-1 the count to Pettis. Schofield on third. Righetti struck him out. A 2-2 in there at the knees, and Ron Carew is the last chance. Now they're going to look. They're going to go to Mike Brown. At least your players follow instructions. Send him home. So the Angels are going to play percentages here and pinch hit Mike Brown, who was not here for picture day. Brown at 341, 2 for 3 as a pinch hitter with an RBI. 6-4 Yankees, 2 out, bottom of the ninth. Pitch to Brown. There's a base hit. Schofield will score. It's 6-5. And there'll be no trip to Disneyland if Righetti can't get the last out. Brings up Brian Downing. Brian has walked 3 times and doubled. Has an RBI and a run scored. Righetti trying to get out of this one. 6 runs, 11 hits for the Yankees. They've made an error and left on 7. The Angels, 5 runs, 5 hits, no errors, and they've left on 6 so far. Righetti from the stretch. There's a base hit into right field. Brown will hold at second. Ron Genius second wouldn't have scored from second. Nope. So now the winning run is on base for guess who? And although the computer says you should pinch hit, do you really think I'm going to pinch hit for Reggie Jackson with a game on the line against the Yankees? Whatever it is, those folks in left field are about to get a breeze because he's swinging at anything Righetti's going to throw. He is 1 for 4. He has singled and struck out 3 times. Now that was Winfield, and Winfield homered earlier. Reggie waits for the bugler to finish. Here's the pitch. Struck him out! What'd we tell you? He swung on a fastball, and that ends the ball game. The Yankees win it 6-5. They've now won 5 straight. 6 runs, 11 hits, and 1 error for the Yankees. They leave on 7. California, 5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors. and they leave on 8. Dave Winfield, that 2-run homer in the 4th, pretty much was the deal maker. He'll get your Digital Dice MVP. Phil Niekro, 7 innings. He walked 6 and struck out 9. And he threw more than he should have. Bordy and Righetti gave up a run on the Pagliarulo error. 2 hits and struck out 2. Mike Witt was a Jekyll and Hyde day. Todd B spits out the Reggie bar. Witt 3-3 now, 7 innings, 7 hits, 5 runs, all earned, 2 homers. He walked 2 and struck out 7. So let's play the rest of this Friday, and then we'll leave you until tomorrow. The Braves beat the Cubs 3-1. Giants beat the Mets 4-3. San Diego shuts out Montreal 3-0. Dodgers 5 errors as Philly beat them 5-4. Pittsburgh beats Cincy 3-2. Cleveland snaps their losing streak. They beat Boston 3-1. Minnesota won't get bounced out of tomorrow's stream because they won today 4-3. All right, what do we miss here? So Len Barker got the win for the Braves. Trout with a loss. Suter with a 7 save. Scott Garrelts beat Ron Darling. Brown 2 for 3 with his 4th of the year. Eric Schau goes to 2-3. Glenn's falls as David Palmer falls to 0-4. Kevin McReynolds 2 for 4, 6th of the year and drives in 2. My pleasure, gang. Childress races to his first win for Philadelphia. Jay Howell takes a loss. Steve Sachs 2 for 5, his first of the year and a stolen base. Cecilio Guante beat the Reds 3-2. Frank Pastor falls to 1-3. Bert Blyleven beats Roger Clemens for Clemens' first loss of the year. Blyleven is 7-1. Mike Easler with the 6th of the year. He goes 3 for 4. Frank Viola beat Dave Stieb. That's a pitching matchup. 4-3 for the Twins. Garth Org 3 for 4 with a double. Chicago 16 hits behind. Gives Rich Dotson a 10-2 win over Texas. Dickie Knowles falls to 0-3. Law 3 for 5, 2 RBI, and a double. St. Louis, in the game we didn't show you, beat Houston 7-3. Danny Cox is 5-0. Bob Nepper 4-4. Vince Coleman 3 for 5 and a stolen base. Kansas City pounds Milwaukee 7-3. Brett Saberhagen goes to 4-2. Danny Darwin 4-4. George Brett 3 for 5 with 2 doubles. Detroit doubles up Oakland with 4 errors, 6-3. Jack Morris pitched to the score. He goes to 2-7. Don Sutton falls to 3-5. Alan Trammell 3 for 5 with a stolen base. And last but not least, Seattle boots 4 balls. The Orioles beat them 11-1. Ken Nixon goes to 5-1. Matt Young falls to 3-3, and Lee Lacy 2 for 5 with the 2nd of the year. All right, lunchtime tomorrow, Toronto and Minnesota close out the week. Noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. Till then, have a good day, everybody. So long.